Well, there are 2,500 teacher openings in Louisiana. The state's school superintendent said that a few months ago.
Yeah, it's a problem that became critical during the pandemic, and even now, schools are struggling to fill teaching positions across the country.
Erica Ferrando went to St. Tammany Parish to see how they're trying to find new ways to fill the spots.
And the angle that you go for.
In Sean Taylor's classroom at Salmon High in Slidell,
It would land back on
he
itself.
shares his deep passion for math.
It's such a beautiful subject.
This math whiz with his PhD taught in private schools for 11 years because without a teaching certification, he didn't meet requirements to teach for a public school.
Normally, you would have to pay like $5,000+ to go through one of these programs. And I mean, teaching is definitely a vocation, not a way to get rich.
This summer, St. Tammany Parish Schools launched the Teach St. Tammany program, allowing college grads without teaching degrees to get their certification for free, committing to 3 years teaching with St. Tammany schools.
Well, that sounds incredible.
Taylor and 23 others completed the program.
It's been greatly successful, so we're hoping to grow this year and grow some more candidates.
Superintendent Frank Jabbia says they launched the program because it was crucial to find ways to quickly fill classrooms.
So many young people are not choosing education as a career, and so we've got to think outside the box.
In February, St. Tammany had 92 teaching openings. They have filled some, but also lost teachers. And now St. Tammany schools have 92 teacher openings once again. That's an average of 1.6 vacancies per school.
It has gotten better. We have done a great job of filling positions.
I see it differently because I'm seeing people quit the job in the middle of the year.
Brant Osborne is the St. Tammany Federation of Teachers president.
I think the stress of the last 2 years has really impacted our entire workforce, and we just have not recovered.
I think a big issue is discipline. The students are not being held accountable for their actions.
School board candidate Adeline Rutherford retired from a 22-year teaching career in June 2021.
And I miss it, so then I decided to go back into the classroom. I had to wait a year because when you retire, you can't stop right away, which I think is kind of crazy when we have teachers in our parish who are willing to go back and substitute.
It's an area Jabbia has struggled to fill.
Everybody is, just substitutes are really hard to come by right now. We're trying to think outside the box there also.
I think the pandemic had a huge effect on the shortage of subs because people didn't want to come into the classroom.
St. Tammany Parish Schools say they fill 55% of daily sub openings, not nearly as many as before the pandemic.
We cover it with people we have. So administrators are subbing.
Osborne wants to see an easier application and training process to get subs in quickly.
You've got people that applied in the summer and they're still not in our system. Unbelievable.
But St. Tammany Parish Schools say the reason for any holdup is when they call applicants references, they don't hear back.
You are seeing teachers have to give up their planning time. They get a small little stipend of $20, but what folks have to realize, that planning time is precious.
St. Tammany Parish Schools increased substitute pay last year. Now their subs make anywhere from $80 to $180 a day, depending on experience and education level.
I would urge folks in the community, if you have children in the schools and you have the ability to sub, reach out to a local principal, please, not just for the money, but just to help this thing stay afloat.
It's not a simple fix.
Show our appreciation for our teachers.
In an ideal world, we would value education more as a society.
To ensure passionate teachers like Taylor don't lose their spark.
The last thing you want is for kids to get cheated out of an education because literally we couldn't find a teacher.
In St. Tammany Parish, Erica Ferrando, Eyewitness News.
And if you might be interested in substitute teaching, contact the school principal. They will have you fill out an application and submit references. And again, your pay would depend on your education level.